everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing October's TBR to be rolled. So this is the TBR game that I've been playing pretty much every single month for the last 4 years, and it is now October's turn. Every single different color on this die is a different way of me picking my TBR. So red is for a different person picking my TBR, orange is for my 25 books to read in 2025, yellow are for cards related to age, genre, and format of book, green are cards relating to challenges that I absolutely love. I hope we get a ton of these. Blue is a poll pick where you guys get to vote on a book for me to read. And then purple this year is vlogs. So if this comes up, I should be reading a vlog in the month that you guys then get to see. So we are going to review how I did last month. We had 6 rolls last month. The first was a purple, which means I needed to do a vlog, and the card that got picked was my 25 books to read in 2025. I did not do that. Last month was also 30 and 30 manga month, so I got a little bit sidetracked with that, and I did not do a 25 books to read in 2025. I'm actually in the middle of a vlog right now, but I had pivoted. So I am sorry about that. That means I did not read that one. That is one book off the TBR I did not read. Then roll number 2 was a yellow. I needed to read a middle grade book. I also combined all of my prompts with my Aurelium Magical Readathon prompts. So I also had to read a book that had a sun on the cover. I ended up picking Map of Flames, which is the first book in the Forgotten Five by Lisa McMahon. I was using this as the sun. I did complete this book. My third roll was a green, which was for a book that was one of my highest rated off my shelves. As well as being a single point of view from a Magical Readathon, I ended up picking Fantasy of Freedom by Kelly St. Clair, the last book in the Tainted Accords series, and I did complete this one. The third roll was blue, which was to read a book that had the buzzword, so we went with foliage on the cover, as well as the page number prompt, which I think had to be something between 400 and 500 pages. It was a poll pick, so you guys actually picked this for me, which was The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I'm in the middle of this one. So far, really enjoying it. I'm like 80 something pages in, but the day I'm filming this is technically October 1st, so I did not complete this one in time, but it is the one that I'm currently reading, so I'm counting it for now. Then the next roll was another blue, so another poll pick. We had to use a number generator, which ended up being a 2-word book title, but also for the Magical Readathon, it needed to have my birth flower color on the cover, which was carnation, so we did go with a carnation color. You guys voted on Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. I did complete this one. And finally, the last one we had was green, which had to be a book that was under 300 pages, but also for the Magical Readathon, it had to be an auto by author. So I picked Secrets of Blackthorn Hall by Cassandra Clare, and I did complete this one as well. So out of the 6 prompts that I had, the 6 rolls that I had, the 6 books that I was supposed to read, I read or am in the middle of 5 out of 6. Ultimately, not bad. And then I mentioned before, we actually did 30 and 30 manga month, and I did complete 30 volumes of manga. So for the month, I actually read 34 books in the middle of the 35th one, which is amazing. Like, I am so happy with that. I have been saving $1 for every book read every month, plus any books that I did not read off of my TBR. So with the 30 manga that I read, plus the 5 books that I read or am in the middle of, and the 1 TBR book that I did not complete, I need to save $36 this month. At the end of August, we were at $117 saved, which means now at the end of September, we're at $153 saved. Last year, I saved exactly $200. We now have 3 months left. I have no idea if we're gonna be able to save $200 or not, but we are getting so close. We have less than $50 to go. If I can finish or put 50 books on a TBR, we will get there, and I'm very, very excited for that. This year, when I had saved that $200 in January, which is my birthday month, I did do like a little shopping spree at a bookstore where I spent that $200. We'll see if I do that again this year or if I switched up a little bit. I have no idea, but we are getting very, very close to 200, which is amazing. Now, normally we also talk about what I'm planning to read for the month before we get to our rules. Obviously last month we had Magical Readathon. We really needed to focus on that. This month is October, so I do definitely want to focus on like more fall horror, thriller, mystery books, I'm pretty sure. However, including the vlog that I'm reading, that I'm in the middle of, that I'm doing, I'm in the middle of 7 books right now, which I think is the most that I have ever been in the middle of. So I am gonna be rolling the die today, and I think I'm gonna be picking new books for that. We're gonna roll 5 times, I think, which is like my minimum number. But one of my goals for October is finishing those books. I'm in the middle of 7 books. A couple of them are arcs that I should have finished already. Some of them, like I said, are part of the TBR that I'm doing. One of them is obviously The Bridge Kingdom that I definitely want to finish. Like, I have been really enjoying it. I liked the setup so much. So like, I need to read those things. So we'll see if I put them on the rolls or not. Only maybe if I really think something fits for that and nothing else. But I have like 600 books here. Something will fit. But yeah, I have 7 books that I need to read because I'm in the middle of. Besides that, I don't really have any other plans. I don't really have any other readathons. I just have things that I am in the middle of and I need to read. And so we are gonna roll the die, like I said. Presley is actually at school today because we were so busy with the last like week. I didn't have time to film this on the weekend when he was home. So one thing that I'm going to say is if the red pops up, instead of picking a card and having somebody else pick my book, which is how it does, and Presley is included on those cards, I'm gonna let Presley pick my book if the red comes up because he's at school, and he will be sad if he knows that he missed this. I mean, I could always just like not tell him, but he would be extra happy if he knows he gets to pick a book for me. So if this pops up, we'll have to film that part later when he's done with school. But otherwise, Elliot is here. She said I'm doing this by myself today, so we'll see if she actually participates or not. But it's time to roll the die. Okay, so Elliot did decide that she's gonna do her own thing over there. Please excuse that I did not vacuum recently. So there are crumbs on the floor. The kids love to come up here and just be with me up here. So we're gonna roll the ball 5 times and see what we get. I guess we're gonna do it. Ready? Roll number 1. Orange. Okay, roll number 1 is orange. So this is the 25 books to read in 2025. So now I've already unwrapped 3 of them that I did not get to. But at the same time, I feel like the fun part is unwrapping it and having to randomly read something. And none of the ones that I've unwrapped recently and have not gotten to are in the like horror October fall vein. So I'm gonna take a chance because I do think I have a couple over here. And I'm gonna pick one that is still wrapped and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, so besides the 3 that are already unwrapped, this is what I still have for the year. I have been failing miserably at my 25 books to read in 2025. And I know that I have some fall horror, I don't know, spooky things in here. I don't know what they are though. I don't know where they are. I am thinking, because I also have 7 books that I'm in the middle of and a vlog that I'm in the middle of, I'm gonna be picking, I don't know, there's a couple here, here, a like smaller book. Something that I feel like I could get through pretty easily. I know I've picked some of my bigger ones. I've already read them. These look a little bit too big for me. I don't know, this middle one, maybe it's a paperback. Okay. I don't know what that could be. Is there anything from the bottom that I feel like I could read? I don't know. That one seems small and it's a hardcover, which actually means it might have less pages than this one, you know, because like the hardcover takes up more space. Okay, I'm gonna go with the small hardcover. Okay, we're going with this one. It seems small, some of my smallest over there, and it's a hardcover. I really don't remember most of what's over there. I think I have an inkling of a couple things, but I don't think I picked anything that I know what it is. So let us see what we have. Because I wrapped these December of last year, so like it's been a while now. Oh, okay, okay. I do remember putting this in there now. And actually, this could be a very good pick for October. So this is Gallant by V.E. Schwab. This is the Illumicrate edition. And I have really enjoyed a lot of the things that I've read by V.E. Schwab. I love this edition. Like, it's so... Is it going to focus on the edges? Not at all. There we go. So pretty. And it's about some sort of like house that has maybe like an alternate version of it. I don't remember, but I do think this is going to be something a little bit spooky, a little bit creepy, a little bit gothic maybe. Did it have the same papers on each side? It does. 16-year-old Olivia Pryor is missing 3 things: a mother, a father, and a voice. Her mother vanished all at once, her father by degrees, and her voice was a thing she never had to start with. Her only companions are the ghouls she sees in her mother's journal, which captured a mind in turmoil. Okay, yep, that's all I'm gonna read. Not that I needed to read anything else. I have officially picked this, but I do think this is gonna be very, very good for fall. Okay, roll number 2. Why do I keep hitting myself? Blue. Okay, roll number 2 is blue, which means that's a pull pick. So the first thing we will do is pick a blue card. I'm going to shuffle them a little bit. Haven't actually looked at these since the last time we've done it, so I really don't know in what order we have them, but just in case. And then this will be the category that we will then have to use for the pull pick. Okay, so this will be our category. Obviously, I'm not gonna look, just sort of spreading them out because Elliot doesn't want to do this apparently. Yellow. Okay, got our yellow cards. This will be for either age, genre, or format of book. Once we pick this, I will then grab 2 to 4 books for you guys to vote on. So this is the category we need to fulfill. Again, just spreading them out. I'm gonna switch hands. Okay. This one. Oh. Romance. Okay. I probably have some paranormal fall autumn romances that we can pick, because that was not exactly what I was thinking for this month. We'll make it work. Okay, I picked 4. So these are the ones that I think are gonna fit the fall vibe, the paranormal maybe vibe, all romances. And so the first one we have here is Haunted Ever After by Jen DeLuca. I also just got the second one, which is Ghost Business, but I obviously haven't read this one yet, and I would like to read this one first. This is about like a haunted town called Boneyard Key in Florida, and about a guy who lives there and a woman who has like just moved there, and I don't think she realizes that it's supposedly haunted. The next one I have here is Best Hex Ever by Nadia Elfasi. This one is going to be witchy, and this was an Afterlight book, so again, I would really like to get this one. It does feel very like fall. I love the colors of it, like very cute. Then I have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley. So a witch accidentally summons a demon, and I think they're like sort of stuck together, so she has to like fake date him. And then the last one I have here is The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. I think this is the biggest one that I have, but this is about a woman I think who can see ghosts or spirits or something like that, and I believe a dead body turns up next door, and then I think the romance is between her and the investigator. I don't know, this is the first in a series of this, so yeah. I feel like these all fit the vibe we're going for. They are all romances. I will have the poll up on Instagram around the same time this goes live, but that'll only be for 24 hours. So you can vote over there, or you can leave a comment down below. Again, the poll that we had last time, we actually had 2 polls, but the comments down below pushed them over because a couple of the books were tied for a while, especially over on Instagram. So vote somewhere because you guys get to pick one of these. Roll number 3. Green. Roll number 3 is green, which is the challenge. Got our cards again. Elliot is still just like, nope, don't want to do it today, which is perfectly fine. So let's see what we get today. Again, gonna go sort of in the middle. They do not want to come out. a cover by. Okay, so this needs to be a book that I bought like mostly because of the cover. Okay, so I could have picked a couple different things over here. I went with something that I got at Emerald City Comic Con because a lot of the things that I got are partly because of the cover, because people have their booths set up and I go over to them because I see the covers first. And so the thing that I picked should be very dark because it's called Twisted Dark by Neil Gibson. So this is going to be a horror comic, graphic novel collection where I think there's a lot of different kinds of stories in here, but they do connect together. I did go over to the table because I saw the covers and I was very intrigued by this. I was also allowed to read like the first couple stories. I only read the first one story at the table before I bought it because he was like, if you read the first 2 stories, you are going to want to buy this. I wanted to buy it after the first one because it was very, very intriguing, had a little like twist near the end. And so I think, again, this will be a very nice, quick, easy read, but also dark for the month of October. And so I'm going to go with this one. Roll number 4. Green. Okay, roll number 4 was also green. It definitely heard me when I said I wanted more challenges. So I don't think I'm going to shuffle this time because, again, it's in the same order as the last time I shuffled, and I picked from the middle-ish, but near the bottom. So I think I'm going to go from the top-ish. Do I want the actual top? No, I think I'm going to go right under it. Okay. Emoji generator. I think this is the 3rd time we've had this year. This is a new challenge for me, which I do love. I don't know if you guys think that I've gotten this too much or not. I usually put the challenges back in if I find them fun, and I do find this fun. So we're gonna do it. Emoji generator. Okay, so I have pulled up a random emoji generator. I think this is the same one that we've done before, and we're gonna randomize one emoji. Glasses. Glasses, okay. I wonder if this is like, I can interpret this however I want. A character that wears glasses, glasses on the cover. Interesting. Okay, I have no idea what I want, but I am going to go find it out. Okay, the easiest way to find this was to actually go on my Kindle app and look at all the covers here. So I'm actually gonna go with an ebook, which is fine. I've been trying to read down my TBR, which has not been accomplished, but I haven't read ebooks in a while, and so I do think it would be good to jump into some. So the one that I'm going to pick is Amethysts and Alchemy by Rachel Renner. It's not 100% the like fall book that I was expecting, but this is something that I've been intrigued by since before it came out. The author, I believe, is Own Voices neurodivergent in some way, because I believe our main character is, and she has like an emotional support pig. There is some sort of magic because she does stuff with like gemstones, and it says amethysts and alchemy. So I have been very intrigued by this. The main character, obviously, on the cover is wearing glasses, so this is what we're gonna go with. And roll number 5. Oh, that went behind me. Can you guys see that? Red. And then finally, roll number 5 is red, which means Presley is going to pick a book for me when he comes home from school. So, okay, Presley is back from school. How was school today?
Good.
Good. What special did you have?
Library.
Library. And did you get a book?
Yes.
Okay, well now, of course, you need to pick me a book.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Okay.
There's a bunch of books. Oh, a hug. I get a hug. Ha ha ha. There's a bunch of books over here. Okay. I'm trying to show you. You can do whatever you want over here. There's stuff that's all the way at the top. There's stuff that's at the bottom. If you need me to help pick you up, I will. That could work. You want that one? Okay. Okay, he has picked Cookbooks and Demons by Megan Mackey. This actually would have worked for the romance poll that I had picked earlier. But it looks like we're just going to be adding it on to the TBR. The back says, it's too hot to get out of Hell's Kitchen. So this is going to be another sort of person who is a baker, accidentally summons a demon, and then romance. So that'll be a pretty good October book, yeah? Yeah, okay. You will have just seen what Presley has picked for me. Besides that, because I do need to finish out this video, and obviously Presley is at school currently, we have 2 books physically. One is going to be Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Very excited for that. The other is going to be Twisted Dark by Neil Gibson. Very excited to read a comic graphic novel. We will have another book physically, but you guys need to vote on it. So please, again, remember, either vote on Instagram stories or over here in the comments, because I need your help picking a romance, which again, I tried to pick paranormal fall-esque romance. I will also be reading an ebook, which is Amethysts and Alchemy. Very excited to read this one. Hoping to read more ebooks in the future. I've just been, for whatever reason, taking a break, but I have a ton on my e-reader, so I definitely need to do that. And then obviously whatever Presley picked. And so that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully I get through these 5 books here, which doesn't seem too daunting right now. But then, like I said before, I'm in the middle of a reading vlog and I'm in the middle of 7 books. So I'm hoping to complete those as well. Hopefully when I check in again with you guys for my either November TBR or the October wrap-up, I will be able to tell you that I have done everything that I need to do. So that is going to be it for me today. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye!